Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you back to another episode of Castlevania Aria of Sorrow here on this beautiful recording Saturday morning. Let me take a sip of my coffee first. Best part of waking up. In the last episode, we managed to get through the dance hall a bit, encountered a new character named Jay. Spoiler warning now, the motherfucker is a Belmont who has amnesia. He basically was the guy who sealed Dracula in 1999. Got a little bit of expletives, more the prophecies, all that fun stuff. Made our way towards the inner quarters, but we are before a boss room now. Let's not waste any more time. Keep things moving, shaking and baking, and let's defeat this boss. The Headhunter. 3 different forms this Headhunter have, as you can see by the faces on the chimney there. First form, usually not too difficult, just avoid the knife when she stabs you. Just duck in order to avoid it. Just make sure she doesn't touch you in the process either. Or the demon, there we go. Phase 1 down. Phase 2 turns into an old lady with magical powers. Usually a fire attack and a lightning attack, and she floats in midair. When she does fire attack with 2 dragons, make sure you jump in midair. Lightning attack, just be out of the way when that occurs. Really does, should do more of like the fire attack. Okay, I'm surprised it did more thunder than fire. This form right here is the toughest form. Come on, drop down, please. Ooh, watch out. Aw, shit. I was going to say, watch out for the poison mist. But unfortunately, I did get poisoned. Now, you can cure that immediately with the anti-venom, or you can wait a little while before the poison effects wears off. Again, the poison effect makes your attack and defense a quarter of what it is, so you won't attack as much, and you take a little bit more damage. Keep doing that. Just duck with the tongue attack. Won't hurt you. Oop. Again, watch out for the poison mist. Ow. Well, I tried. Beautiful. And we got ourselves the Headhunter Soul, which allows, you must collect souls to increase your strength. Meaning by the time that you can collect all the souls in there, you put that soul on and you are basically probably the most powerful person in the entire game. Combine that with the Calm Solus, and which is like the most powerful sword in the game. Normal mode, I should probably stress. I think hard mode has a final weapon. Let's just kill these guys because this does a ton of damage here. Get close to one. And our curlies that we need to get. I'm going to farm for a curly early on, since we are in the area to get them, because that is a soul that is required to get, not only just get an item, but to gain access to a different area as well. Come on. Fucking Valkyrie, come on, thank you. Yeah, battle axe is powerful, but you have to hit the opponent with the blunt part of the weapon. Can you chop that down? No, okay. Ah, you fucking bastard. Okay. Kill these out the way because you do have to traverse your way back down, and if you do skip quite a few of them, you're going to have a tough time trying to get back down. And I've killed myself a couple times because of that. The Hrunting. Okay, let's see. The Battle Axe and the Hrunting. It's a poison-based, poison-secreting sword. Still down by 20, but that's fine. Just keep the Battle Axe. This is the soul that we need, Undini, which allows us to walk on water surfaces. We are going to need that in order to access the next area of the game, which is the floating gardens, but we'll get there when we get there momentarily. First, we do have to clear out the rest of the inner quarters here, so just making our way back downtown into the inner quarters, and from there, clear out some more of the map too. I do need to farm the curlies. for a soul. Hopefully that won't take too long. As you can see, just put one right there. There we go. Okay, you know what? Health's looking a little bit low. Let me go ahead and... Actually, you know what? While I'm here, I'm going to pause real quick. Well, not pause, but I'm going to cut to where I get the curly soul. I'm going to farm and do all that stuff, so give me a second. Hopefully it won't be that long. And we are back. Finally got the curly soul. Didn't actually take as long as I thought it would, but that's going to help us out in the underground reservoir when we get there. But let's clear this room up first here. Just to clear up on the map. There we go. Yep. I don't think there's anything in here besides like the end. Yeah, there's really nothing in here. That's an enemy if you stay out. Bam. There you go. The Kioma demon stays in the mirror. You could tell because the enemy's behind the mirror. Level up from the Valkyrie, which is awesome. Fuck off. Now, since if we don't have the Undini soul equipped, you can see we float on water here. But let's go ahead and equip that real quick. That's not the one. There we go. Booyah! We can walk on water like Jesus. How about that? Double jump, make our way up. Get that big heart to help refill some of the MP. And coming on down through the barricade. Whoop. Or through the tower. The corridor, if you will. Let's go ahead and open up this pathway, because at the end of this pathway will lead to something, and lead to something very important. And Persephone. There we go. Come on, give me more souls. That would be great for the Headhunter soul. The teleporter. Now we can gain access up to here, but first, of course, we gotta head back to Mina and Hammer. We gotta see if we can get some more flavor text going. See what they say. See what else Hammer is packing in terms of the shop. But you won't see that part. At least the Mina part you'll see. Here we go. A little bit of flavor context. We already got the Undini soul for that, but we'll get there when we get there. I'm just going to go get check with Hammer real quick, and then I will see you guys back in the teleporter room in the inner quarters. See you in a second. And we are back. Let's keep things moving, shaking and baking, and let's continue on with the adventure here. Get rid of the Valkyries. Fuck off. Thank you very much. Down we go. That leads to a door that we're not going to go through as of yet. We're just going to take care of this bottom portion here. Fill up what we can. And fucking Liliths pack quite the punch. And if they end up blowing a kiss at you and hurting you, or hitting you with that, you end up getting cursed. You see that Mind Up bottle right there? It's a fake. Well, actually, it's real. Thank you very much. Actually, you know what? Now that we got got past that, let's put on the Ghost Dancer. Let's put on, what the fuck was it? The Beeping Eye. There we go. I want to see if there's any. There should be probably some invisible walls coming up soon, but probably not in the near path. At least I know here, at least. Beautiful. And I do believe these Persephones do make a reappearance in Dawn of Sorrow, if I remember correctly. It's been so many years since I played Dawn of Sorrow. That was like mid 2000 or mid to late 2000s, I want to say, because I got Dawn of Sorrow like after I had gotten the my Symphony of the Night fix with the Xbox 360 port, like the first time playing it and all that. And after beating Symphony of the Night, I was like on a Castlevania fix for a while. Alright, so now that we are back inside of the castle corridors, we have to go back here for a quick second and make our way down. Past this dragon, down this tower of enemies, and destroy everything we see along the way. Blue Crow, you must go. Blue Crow 2, you must die too. The third, Skull Archer and a Buer. All shall feel my wrath. How you doing, Peepin' Eye? So now we're back here in this bottom area. We were here earlier in the beginning, but there was a certain to get an item from the candelabra. That's what those things are called, by the way. The candelabra, and I think this allowed us to double. I forgot what the ability it granted us, but with this Undine soul. See this platform up here? Couldn't reach it before. And this is what's going to take us to the floating gardens. And here we are. We got 4 main sections to go through. We definitely got ourselves a cockatrice here. Can shoot a beam of petrification, which turns you into stone. So be careful not to get hit by it. 6 swipes with my battle axe will do. Actually, no. Where am I going? There we go. I was supposed to go up. Up and to the right, because over here we get ourselves castle map number 3, and if we open up the map, the floating gardens, as you can see, opens up. The Gorgon. Could use that to make our way. Oh boy! Okay, did not mean to do that. Excuse me. Kill a couple of red crows in the process. That's a dead warrior. Come to the bottom here, though. We do have a save point, so let's go ahead and save real quick. Whatever portions of the map I don't fill, I'll just probably fill offline or fill off camera when I'm not recording, off recording and stuff like that. The dead warrior. Alright. Let's go ahead and make our way back. Use the platform here. Beautiful. Make our way towards the left. Fucking imps. There we go. Yeah, I can't go any further that way, but that's fine. We'll end up in that section once we clear the floating gardens. And those enemies, those Gorgons, they shoot petrification smoke, so it does turn you into stone if you get hit by it. Make sure you have the flying armor to get through this section here. You want to get past it. Now we begin our trek through the floating gardens. As you can see here, we start way up top. We fight the devil himself. Very nice shot. Okay. So basically through each square, I'm just going to go through this section like this because sometimes there are goodies up here that you can collect. Maybe bags of money. Sometimes it's just like $10, $50, but there's an area where there's like a couple of grand, a $500 bag. Anything down here besides a dead warrior? No. Oh, mangrove skeleton. I got smacked by the attack, which sucks. That shit hurts for a lot of damage too if you manage to get hit by that. And it's like almost a full screen range too, so you have to be far out in order to avoid the attack if you can't kill it in time. There we go. Nice section of money bags. Jerk. Beautiful. And there's one on the other side too. Come on. And it's just some heads in there. Did we clear? Yeah, we got all that in there. Okay, cool. Now, this room right here is going to be plot important later on. But first, let's just go ahead and move down. And over here to our left, which is another save point, which is nice. And in this room specifically, there is one enemy. It is known as a kicker skeleton. However, if you go through the game, and by the end of the game you notice that you are missing an ability, chances are it's this fucker here, because the soul that he drops gives you the kick ability, as you would get see with Symphony of the Night, and basically pretty much any Castlevania game from there. But this one is held in a soul form, which, again, I mean, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I'm going to keep farming this until I can get the soul. So just give me 1 second while I continue to do this, and hopefully we'll gain something in the process. Once again, that didn't take very long. Took like maybe 2 or 3 more attempts after that, and so on and so forth. But got this kicker skeleton now, and we now have this ability to kick. You just press down and A in midair, and it's going to make traversing some areas a little bit easier, to be honest. And look at here. Got ourselves a nice little area that we can go into. Okay. I guess we can't go in there yet, but for now, we're going to have to hold up on that. That is actually endgame. So it's going to be a minute before we have to go back to that. But I won't spoil how you get to that area first. We'll see. We'll get there when we get there. But Jesus Christ, thank you. Get these rippers, please. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Now, this floating gardens have a special thing too when it comes to a certain area that you have to access. But first, let's just keep going to the right here. Fill up all the squares and such. Fucking disc armor. And there might be a bag of monies up here. $500. Who wouldn't want $500? Come on now. Don't lie now. Don't lie. You know $500 will get you a lot. Take care of the bills for a month, or at least a bill for a month, depending on what you do, what you use. I live in America, so of course America runs on debt and shit that they can't afford. I make 60 grand a year. I make 35. Our budget for a home is 1.2 million. Like, how in the fuck do you do that? Alrighty. And that ends the area towards the floating garden. Ooh, got an imp soul, which summons Imp the Familiar. Alrighty. Now, about that area that I was talking about gaining access to. Get away from me, you imp. There we go. Go back into the gardens on the left side. You want to look for the room with the manticore in it that we just fought. Ow. Beautiful. All right, so there's the room with the manticore. Now, if we go left, we should be back at that pink and purplish area, or not. Basically, if you traverse through the floating gardens on the left, you'll end up reaching a room in which, that replaces the marble garden, the marble-ish looking area. And, uh-oh, what's this? What's this? If you go further to the left, oh, it takes us straight to the clock tower. And I didn't realize I was muted there for a second. But yeah, we met Graham and Fragile Masculine Son of a Bitch. Fragile, fragile masculinity, that Graham. Just moving on a little further ahead because we are not too far. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, Mr. Breakable Wall. How you doing? Throw a spear. Beautiful. A couple spears and they'll get you through. The mistletoe. Let's see what we got here. The 69. Sword carved from a sacred tree. However, this does have holy elements to it. So it'll deal a little more damage to a lot of the enemies. Probably not these living dolls because they're not, I don't think they're evil spirits like that. But yeah, we'll just make our way up a little further on the clock tower. There's a harpy there. Fuck you, harpy. Okay, come on. Can we not? Okay, watch out for the crumbling platforms because they do crumble and they usually end up in spikes. Take a hit from the spikes and you're probably doing like getting like 100+ damage done to you. Spikes hurt. Oh, you fucking harpy. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, only a 57. Okay, that's not terrible then. But still, I'm not a fan. I don't like it. There's a Medusa head. That's whatever that fucking thing is. Thank you. Appreciate. Fuck you. Where's your money bag down there? Get away. Don't want to land in the stone. Okay, I need to seriously be careful now. Please tell me there's a save point nearby. Ooh, it's great axe armor. Oh, that was so close. Beautiful. That would have killed me had that hit. For sure. Oh my god, where the fuck? Oh, the save point. There we go. Save the game here and then beautiful. We're going to call it an episode here because, folks, next time we come back to some more Aria of Sorrow, we have a boss that we need to deal with, and his name is Death. Until then, do like to thank you guys for watching. Hope you have yourselves a fantabulous day. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Good night.